Aston Martin Vantage design and styling. 2017 Aston Martin V12 Vantage S6.0-liter V12 engine. Aston Martin has changed radically in the past 15 years, and no vehicle epitomizes that development better than the V8 Vantage, the baby of the range. It's the car that has undoubtedly played the biggest part in the brand's revival over the past decade. The legendary V8 tag once adorned the grand statesman of the Aston Martin range, rumbling behemoths built with tender, loving care in that evocative ramble of sheds at Newport Pagnell. The model uses a shortened version of the aluminium V8 platform, seen in its longer form on the bigger and more expensive Vanquish and DB9, adapted to a model that is mass market by Aston standards. In a way, then, this is the toughest test yet for the construction, because the Vantage name has come to stand for aggression, compactness and driver focus. And the latest generation has to deliver all of those in spades if it's to keep pace with a number of outstanding rivals in this class. Merely being an Aston Martin won't be enough against such accomplished cars as the Audi R8 and Porsche 911. It's too soon to spray champagne celebrating the return of the manual transmission, but we should at least put a couple of bottles on ice. Our preferred gearbox certainly isn't saved quite yet. But it does seem to have more of a future in sports cars than looked to be the case for at least the past decade, as makers conspired to send it the way of the drum brake, the ashtray, and the key that is actually a key. A modest return began last year with Jaguar's decision to offer a manual version of what was previously the automatic-only F-Type. Then Porsche tacitly admitted it had been too hasty in making its latest 911 GT3 a PDK-only car by creating the manual-only 911R. Now Aston Martin follows with an even bolder move, offering a second manual gearbox Vantage model. A 6-speed stick is standard on the V8 Vantage and available on the 2017 V8 Vantage GTS, and now the British sports car maker is producing a limited run of the considerably brawnier V12 Vantage S fitted with a 7-speed manual gearbox, one that comes with the additional novelty of a dogleg shift pattern. Master the gates. First and foremost, selecting the manual means avoiding the lurching automated single-clutch transmission found in the regular V12 Vantage S, a gearbox with all the smooth sophistication of a martini embellished with gravel. Although Aston Martin has brought in a new SportShift 3 automated manual for 2017, and although we concede that even the slickest heel-and-toe merchant won't be able to change gears as quickly in the stick-shift Vantage, doing so is vastly more rewarding than experiencing the automated gearbox's head-nodding torque bump. Of course, the dogleg shift pattern takes some getting used to. First is down and to the left, offset on its own, with second where you would normally find first in an H-pattern box, third replacing second, and so on. It's the way that racing gearboxes used to be laid out, with the logic being that first is likely to be used only when starting off, and that the most common gear change on a tight circuit, second to third, or third to second, can be conducted without having to cross the shift gate. It also means that, unlike the 7-speed manuals in the Porsche 911 and the Chevrolet Corvette, the V12S doesn't hang 7th out all by itself. The shifter has a pleasantly mechanical action and a nice way to it, although it doesn't like to be hurried. Familiarizing yourself with the idiosyncratic shift pattern is a necessity to gain any degree of deftness. Muscle memory tended to return us to the familiar defaults, leading to several "where is second again?" moments. Fortunately, the V12 produces enough low RPM torque to allow you to effectively drive the S as you would a conventional 6-speed. Doing so just means being one gear higher everywhere.
Thank you for watching this video.